Shout out to everybody that is in the building. Hold on. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Hold on. Let me just make sure y'all can hear me. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. But listen, y'all, this night, we're going to talk about a few different things. We're going to talk about JJ McCarthy. We're going to talk about multiple different things, multiple different people, multiple different quarterbacks. We're going to talk about NFL talk in general. We're going to talk about a few different things, man. And my question to the NFL world is, it's okay. Well, first thing I want to say, it's okay to be wrong about JJ McCarthy. And then the reason why I said it, let me just hold on real quick. The reason why I say that is because there's a strong dislike for JJ McCarthy. There's a strong dislike for him. And I don't know what JJ McCarthy did to everybody to make him feel to make people feel some type of way. Honestly, I'm happy for the man doing wonderful. I'm happy for him. The title of the video, it's okay to be wrong about JJ McCarthy. Why so much dislike for him and Shedeur Sanders, NFL talk. So we're going to talk about a few different quarterbacks. He did decent, but Dallas defense isn't good. Let's see how it goes. Yes, I'm not putting him on the pedestal where, and shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you rocking with your boy, T Smooth TV. I'm not putting JJ McCarthy on a pedestal where he is the best quarterback in the game. I'm not putting him as the best young quarterback in the game. I give that to possibly, like when you talk about in that 2024 NFL draft, I give that to either Drake May or Caleb Williams. I'm not even giving him the best quarterback in his own draft right now because he hasn't did enough yet though. But my thing is this: even when he does, like, imagine JJ McCarthy doing bad. And shout out to Mike, shout out to Dom in the building. Dom, what's good, baby? What's good? Everybody, Super Hawk, smash that like button if you haven't already. But shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Good evening. Imagine if JJ McCarthy did bad against this defense. Then what? You get what I'm saying? So he did good. People don't want to give him the credit. But if he would have did bad, people would have said, oh, he really does suck. He couldn't even do it against a bad defense. So when he does it against a bad defense, it proves that he can move this offense down the field and get touchdowns. There's the goalpost moving. It's like, all right, well, he only did it against two bad defenses. All right, so they are professionals. No, they're not a top 10 defense. No, they're not. They have some names on their defense, but they're not an overall good defense. But at the end of the day, they're still a professional team. And I just don't know I don't know what to even say about the whole, like, all right, so we go from he sucks, he's a bust, he can't do anything, to now he got to go against a good defense to prove himself. And I understand, yes, I want him to do good against these upper top defenses, but at the end of the day, give him the credit that he did okay now. And I'm not talking about anybody specific. I'm just talking about in general, because some people be like, oh, he still sucks. It's like, dang, well, the man had 2 good weeks. And honestly, the Cowboys game is better than against the Commanders. Even though he didn't turn the ball over against the Commanders, the Cowboys game, he threw for 250 yards. He threw for 2 touchdowns, rushed for 1 touchdown. I thought he was better overall, because even though he turned the ball over, his first throw of the game was a dang on pick. He didn't put his head down. He still was striving for greatness and still got the Vikings the dub by throwing dimes to his tight ends, throwing dimes to his wide receivers, mainly Speedy Naylor in the end zone twice. So I don't know. I'm just asking a question here. And then, like, even with the Shedeur Sanders, we're going to go back and forth between JJ McCarthy and we're going to talk about Shedeur. We're going to talk about all the young quarterbacks, but mainly these 2 quarterbacks, because it seems like people do not like JJ McCarthy and they do not like Shedeur Sanders. And I always say this, and Shedeur, I guess, what is it, 3rd, 4th game, he hasn't been lights out. He just got first team reps. His coach obviously doesn't want him. His coach doesn't like him at all. And I see the talent, but I'm not going to say he's going to be I'm not going to say he's going to be an all-time great or a good quarterback. But I see potential if you have the right system around him, if you have a better offensive line, because I know the Browns' offensive line is probably worse than the Vikings' offensive line. And I know for a fact the Browns don't got a Justin Jefferson. I know for a fact the Browns don't got a Jordan Addison. I know for a fact they don't have a Speedy Naylor. Their best wide receiver be dropping touchdown passes. I seen the highlight. The guy had it in his hands in the end zone, and he dropped it. He doesn't have any good wide receivers, bro. Like, he don't have nobody. He don't have nobody to throw the ball to. And it just sucks because it's just like when it comes to these young quarterbacks, when it comes to the quarterbacks that just got drafted this season and in 2024, it just seems like everybody's like, oh, so critical. It's like, all right, if they're not good right away, and if they can't be like a veteran, play like a veteran right away, they're pretty much a bust. That's what it seems like. He did more than decent. You can say Dallas defense was bad, but you have to then give credit that he did great against it. Right. What do you like about the Philly sounding? Oh, I got to look that up, Star Wars. I got to look that up, bro. I got to look that up. But anything that's going to better them, I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. I don't understand why he can't complete passes. Yes, and I'm 100% with that, bro. Like, I feel like they have to find a way to find Justin Jefferson. My bull, Smeagol, I'm not sure. Well, he was in the live earlier today. He had a good point. He's a decoy pretty much. But then I countered what he said in a way, and I said, even though he's kind of like a decoy and he's getting like double team or triple team or whatever, you still have to find one of the best wide receivers in the game. You still got to find a way to get him the ball. You know what I'm saying? You still got to find a way. Get him a full season. It's hard to make an assumption yet. Yes, people already is like writing off JJ McCarthy. They're already writing off Shedeur Sanders. Even last year, people were trying to come at Drake May, and Drake May didn't even have a bad rookie season. People said he had a terrible rookie season. Yes, he wasn't the best. I'm not going to sit here and cap, but he still had more touchdowns and interceptions. He had more touchdowns than turnovers. So, I mean, that's not bad. He didn't have the most craziest, greatest rookie season that ever happened in all time of NFL history, but he wasn't that bad. When people talk about Drake May's rookie season, they're like, oh, he was trash. The same thing goes with Caleb. They was talking about he was trash. It depends on your coaching. It depends on your development. It depends on your team around you. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I know for a fact Shedeur don't got the talent around him. And I know for a fact JJ McCarthy didn't get a fair, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I say a fair handshake when it comes to the play calling. The play calling has been the worst play calling the whole entire season. JJ McCarthy did not have a chance this season. Like, Kevin O'Connell waited till week. I hate repeating myself, but it's so true. I repeat myself when it comes to this because I really feel passionate about this because I know I'm right about this. He waited till week 14 to simplify the offense, bro, and had JJ McCarthy out on the island. And I'm not blaming the injuries. The injuries happened. That he has to be healthy. But besides the injuries, bro, the games that we look bad, the games that JJ McCarthy looked like he was DeMarcus Russell 2.0, when he was looking like a worse than Christian Ponder, looking worse than Zach Wilson in the first 6-5 games, it's because of play calling. It's not because of talent. And that's what I kept trying to tell people. I looked at the film. The first game, I said, oh, man, JJ McCarthy might be bad. And then I looked at the film, right? I didn't go by what the social media was saying. I looked at the film and I said, why? And I looked at the statistics. I said, why is he throwing so much? Why aren't we running the ball? And I said, let me look at this closely for the next game. And I was like, okay, my determination is the coaching. Yes, JJ McCarthy has to be better when it comes to taking care of the football, when it comes to being accurate when it comes to throwing the ball to a wide open wide receiver and you're not being accurate with the pass. Okay, I get that. But some of the situations shouldn't even be happening. If it's 4th and 1, why are you running? Why are you trying to get a 4th and 1 with a tight end, with TJ Hockenson? Why are you trying to do a play action pass with Max Brosmer on 4th and 1, knowing that your whole left of your side of your offensive line is banged up and hurt? Know your personnel. Make the adjustments to the personnel you have on that football field. And Kevin O'Connell did not do it for the whole entire season. He just now started doing it. And this is what I have an issue with when it comes to like, I guess I'm going to be a JJ McCarthy, what's it called? A JJ McCarthy rider. I rock with any quarterback that puts on the purple and gold. And like I said earlier today, I said I rock with Brett Favre. I didn't like Brett Favre until he put on the purple and gold. I rock with him. I rock with any quarterback that puts on the purple and gold. But I will say this. I guess I got to be the one that really stuck up for JJ McCarthy because this stuff is crazy. He even plays good, and people are just like, I'm not saying believe in him and make it seem like he's going to be the franchise quarterback, but give the man some credit. The first thing people say, oh, he didn't go against a good defense. Okay, he still looked good against that defense. And that now that we have, and now that we have better play calling, I think he will look good against a better defense. Who's the next? What rank is the Giants? We play the Giants next. What rank is the Giants? Do the Giants have a good defense? Let me just look real quick before I even talk what I'm about to say. But shout out to everybody. But let me read some of these comments. Jerry Judy, yeah, he's trapped. Bro, I seen him drop a wide open pass, bro. They can't team the NFC Championship first year like Jaden Daniels. Yeah, that doesn't happen often. Jaden Daniels had a all-time great rookie season getting his team to the NFC Championship game. That don't happen. But Bo Nix had a good season as well last year, too. Even though people was coming at him saying he was dinking and dumping, but he was pretty good. Joe roasted appearing in the NFL games. Crowd rears. Yeah. If you're moving the ball without JJ, you're doing fine then. Happy Monday, everybody. Hello, I'm a fan of Mike Hockey. What's going on, bro? TB, what's good, bro? Shout out to you, bro. Star Wars, what's going on? Yo, Chris, great to see you. Injuries are destroying his career. He has a lot of potential. Yes, he does have a lot of potential. Hold on, let me look at the Giants defense. Because I want to know if the Giants have a good defense because I really don't want to hear oh, well, the Giants defense wasn't good. I don't want to hear it, but I guess we're going to hear it until he plays against a good defense. But the Giants in total defense, they're bad as well. So he about to go against probably the worst defense in the game, and that's the Giants. So he gonna have another good game against another bad defense. So we got the Packers and the Lions. Hey, listen, bro, the best defense that's coming up is most likely the Packers. But the rest of these games, bro, these defenses are not the best. They bottom 30, like 32. Like they're like, all right, so they went against the Cowboys, they're ranked number 29th. He went against the Commanders, they're ranked number 30th. He's about to go against the Giants, and they're ranked number 31 in total defense. So, hey, listen, bro, he's going to have a lot of success in these last 3 games. And I get it, though. But I get it. He didn't go against a very, very good defense, but the man did his thing. He did better than it. He did better in these last 2 games in his whole entire NFL career so far. And I like the progression. That's all I want to see is this man throwing dimes, this man throwing touchdown passes, this man just playing good football, bro. I just want the best for the young man. But yeah, injuries, he has to be healthy. Completely fair point. Great player, but decision-making could be much better. Yes. And I'm not even going to put great player. I'm not going to say JJ McCarthy's a great player. I think he's a up-and-coming. He could be an up-and-coming great player. I would say that JJ McCarthy has the potential, but I feel like if the play calling was better, Dad? Oh. I didn't know you was home. My bad, y'all. I heard something else. I'm like, hold on, what in the world's going on? Yeah. Well, the Colts have completely collapsed. Yeah, I feel bad for the Colts. Once they fix JJ throwing motion, he going to be great. I like him. Yeah, I think once they fix all the mechanics in the offseason, he's going to be a good quarterback. I believe. I ain't gonna say he's a good quarterback yet, but once he gets in his bag and they work on his mechanics a little bit more, once he builds better chemistry with Justin Jefferson, it's going to be lights out. My biggest issue is the freaking coach, man. And I know people love Kevin O'Connell, They think that he can do no wrong. They think he's the best coach probably in Minnesota Viking history. I don't even think he's better than Mike Zimmer, to be honest with you. But I would say this, and Mike Zimmer was a good coach, honestly. Mike Zimmer was a really good coach. He got us to the NFC Championship game. That's more than Kevin O'Connell did. Just saying. But my whole thing is this. Even when JJ McCarthy was doing the gritty in the end zone, Kevin O'Connell had something to say about it. He didn't like him doing the gritty. He didn't like him showing his personality. I feel like people be trying to call confidence as arrogance, and I feel like we got to start figuring out what's the difference between confidence and arrogance, because I think people are confused in that. Because I feel like, why can't he have a little bit of fun and have a little bit of swag doing the gritty walk into the end zone after faking the Cowboys defense and ran it in for a 1-yard touchdown? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What are we doing? People are like, Kevin O'Connell really had something to say about that. It's crazy. And I feel like he doesn't like JJ McCarthy. And I'm on JJ McCarthy's side. Like, I'm really feeling like, and I'm not saying fire Kevin O'Connell, but I'll tell you this right now. I don't know if this relationship's going to get better. I don't know, man. I feel like he really don't mess with JJ McCarthy like that, man. That's just my gut feeling. Saw JJ greeted all those military personnel, great honor. Yeah. Shout out to, he seemed like a good dude. And I think that he's coming along. He's coming along on that football field, and he's playing well. He's playing well right now. Didn't I say we will beat the Cow? Hey, listen, Webb, you spoke it into existence, and I said we was gonna beat them 31 to what I say, 31 to 17. I think I said 31 to 17. We beat them 34 to 26. So I'm a little bit off because they scored a little bit more points than I thought they was going to score, and we scored a little bit more points, you know what I mean, than I thought we was going to score. So I mean, we got the dub, and I'm happy. And I'm just trying to stick up for JJ McCarthy right now. I'm just sticking up for JJ McCarthy because a lot of people want to see that man fail. Like, real talk. A lot of people want to see that man not play good. And when he does play good, they're going to say something negative about how he played. Or they're going to say, it's real though. They're being real with this though. The defense ain't the best. He's about to go against one of the worst defenses in the Giants. The Giants defense and total defense is absolutely horrible. Now, they're ranked number, hold on. In total defense, they're ranked number 31. When it comes to the Giants, they're ranked number in pass. I'm looking for their passing. Giants pass defense. Giants. They're ranked number 24 in pass defense. In rushing defense, the Giants are ranked, oh my gosh, number 31. Bro, they're terrible. We should be able to run on them. We should be able to pass on them. We should be able to do whatever we want to the Giants, bro. We should be able to do whatever we want to the Giants. But yeah, you was right, Webb. You was right, man. Yeah. And Dom, Adventures. Hey, listen, bro. You right, man. Like, I feel like he seemed like a good dude, man. A good young man. For real. He said, yeah, I get you. Cowboys defense sucks, and you're most likely going to win, but said is best. It's hard to win in the NFL. Like, give the man his props for winning. I love that. Give the man his props for winning. Give the man his props for winning. And shout out to Chris for real. Skull, baby. Skull. But yeah, man, it's like nobody want to give him props. It's very hard to win in the NFL. These dudes are professionals. These dudes are, some of them, especially the end of the season, are fighting for their next job. They're fighting for their next job. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is fighting for their job, or they're fighting for their next job. Meaning, when I say next job, they fighting for another team to make another team. You know what I mean? Some of these are fringe players. Some of the the Pro Bowl players are not even playing right now because the teams gave up and they're trying to lose so they can get a better draft pick. So the dudes that are playing right now are fighting for their jobs, their livelihood. So I'm just saying, man, like, it's hard to win in the NFL. Every game is hard. That's why the old saying is true. Any given Sunday, straight up. Happens to Hurts. We hold on. Happened to her. We faced bad defense and made it to the Super Bowl in 2022. Gave the Chiefs a battle there. Yeah. Anything can happen any given Sunday. People be making it seem like these games, you can't just walk on the field and just win. You got to play the game. And you gotta prove to the other team that we better than y'all by scoring more points and stopping them from scoring points. It's not as easy. Yes, tip top. Yeah. Dang said NFL stands for not for long. Yeah. Not for long. And it's like, it's so hard because when you see these great players get hurt. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. Who else? Michael Parsons, I think he got a knee injury. Devontae Adams, I think he's out for the season as well. And this is why I be trying to tell people, like, this is why I do understand some Viking fans. They're like, oh, I'm trying to win right now. We have the best wide receiver in the game, blah, blah, blah. You know, you get where I'm going with it. And anything can happen. I don't want this to happen, but Justin Jefferson, like you know what I mean? Anybody can get hurt. Anybody can get hurt, man. Things happen in the NFL. So we just want to see progression from JJ. We want to see if he can find Justin Jefferson, Jets. We want to see if there's some chemistry so we can do something next year. We're not going to have the craziest schedule next year. Maybe we can win some more games. And maybe if the offense is simplified like it is now, maybe add a couple more things to the simplified offense, we have a good chance of doing some great things. I think next year is going to be a fantastic season. We have a lot of draft picks. I'm not really sure how confident Viking fans are when it comes to the draft picks, but we have a lot of draft picks. I know we got probably at least eight to 10 draft picks this upcoming draft in 2026. And we're going to have like a top 12 pick, I believe. So, I mean, look, man, we got we got big things popping. You know what I mean? We got big things popping. We got a lot of, we have a lot to look forward to, especially if JJ McCarthy can continue this momentum going into 2026. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Also, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, this is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Let's go. What's on your mind, though? How do y'all feel about JJ McCarthy right now? His statistics, last game, I'm gonna say them right now. He was 15 to 24 for 250 passing yards, 10.4 on average per play. He had 2 passing touchdowns to Speedy Naylor. He had 1 interception, and that was his only turnover. Also, the offensive line didn't give up 1 sack. Let me say that right now. His QBR was 85.6. He didn't give up 1 sack, and his QBR was 85.6. He also had a rushing touchdown. He had 4 rushes for 15 yards, 3.8 per carry, and 1 touchdown. His longest runner of the day was 8 yards. I am nervous, though, about when JJ McCarthy does scramble. When he did dive head first, I was like, oh, man, you got to get down quicker, bro. I just don't want him to get hit. I don't want no unnecessary potential injuries. Man, just get down on the ground. Get down on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl. Yeah, let's go. We're trying to get to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Yeah. Went to the Vice game last night. Oh, wow. I'm ready for a fresh start with JJ. Yes, I think that's a good point. I love this comment, bro. This is a awesome comment. So you went to the game. So you was in Dallas watching him. How was the atmosphere? How was the atmosphere, man? Watching JJ McCarthy throw dimes to Jalen Naylor, watching him throw dimes to TJ Hawkinson, to Josh Oliver. how was the atmosphere? What was you thinking to yourself? Like, wow, he can actually be a solid slash good quarterback. Like, I know it's against a bad defense, but he was making some pretty good throws. Pretty good throws. Um, how was the atmosphere in Dallas? Like, how are the fans in Dallas? How's the fans in Dallas? But I agree with you. Fresh start with JJ next year. I'm ready for a fresh start as well. I can't wait until next season, bro. Like I can't wait until next season. I think next season is going to be amazing. Um, I'm looking forward to it. I think that we're going to see when it comes down to the running back situation. I know people want the bull from Notre Dame. Um, they want to get him from Notre Dame. I don't know, man. Since there's so much hype around him, I don't think we're going to be able to draft him. I think he might go top 5, top 4 probably. Somebody's going to draft a running back in like top 5 probably in this draft. Um, you said it was awesome. Got to make fun of my mom. Oh, for real? Because she's a Cowboys fan. Okay. Love for trash talk. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you wasn't too hard on her though. Hope you wasn't too hard on her. Hopefully, you know what I mean. She probably, yeah, that's fun though. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, yeah. Dallas. I heard the stadium is amazing. It says one of the best stadiums in the NFL. Um, yeah. I mean, I've been to my first Viking game week 2 against the Falcons. Love for trash talk. Almost every quarterback that went up against the Cowboys defense had a contract. He said Cowboys defense is the worst in the NFL. I would look to other games to really see what he's made of. Yes, I get it. I 100% get it. Also, to be honest with you, the Commanders don't have the best defense either. Actually, if you want me to be real honest with you, according to Fox Sports, the Commanders have a worse defense than the Cowboys. And you want to notice something that's even funnier, Danks? The Giants are ranked number 31 in total defense, up next for the Vikings. So he's going to go against 3 of the worst defenses in the game, bro. The worst is the Bengals. Then the Giants, then the Commanders, then the Cowboys. And then surprisingly, the Steelers, and then the Bears. So, hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen. He should be able to have another good game against the Giants. The Giants don't got no. They probably sitting all their good players right now at this point of the season. My grandpa owns a hardware business and actually helped build the stadium. Oh wow. Yeah, the stadium. I heard the stadium is beautiful, man. I heard the stadium is. I ain't gonna say it's better than US Bank though. Hey, listen. I ain't gonna say what's it called, AT&T Stadium. I ain't gonna Jerry's World. I'm not gonna say it's better than US Bank Stadium though. But I heard it is a beautiful stadium. I heard it's one of the best stadiums in the game. But yeah, I get it, Dinks. I get it. Everybody that feels like, all right, maybe we gotta pump our brakes a little bit. But to see him be able to make these throws, to see him be able to read defenses and make the correct play for the most part. A lot of people didn't think he could even. A lot of people didn't even think he can do that. They didn't even think he can do that. So it's like, I love it. I love what I'm seeing from JJ. Can he get better? Of course. Jordan Mason is putting up really good numbers, and he will be a big piece to this puzzle. I like Jordan Mason. I don't know what the Vikings are going to do at the running back position. I don't know what the contract's looking like, but I'll tell you this right now. My number one thing after this, I want to see JJ look good for the rest of the season. But my number one thing right now that I want to see from the Minnesota Vikings is I just want to see us finish strong this year. I want the best momentum. I don't even care if we went out. If we went out, I wouldn't even care about that, bro. I wouldn't care. Cowboys have the best stadium for fans to be at. You can do everything there. It's an entertainment center. If only they put that much effort into their team. Yeah, man, they said it's one of the best stadiums, but I ain't gonna put it up there with US Bank, though. I ain't gonna put it up there with US Bank, but I got what you're saying. I had me a Philly cheesesteak at US Bank Stadium, and I know it's not Philly, but they called it a Philly cheesesteak. I want to call it Minnesota cheesesteak. I want to call it that Minneapolis cheesesteak, but it was good though. It was delicious. In the stadium. It was a great experience going to US Bank Stadium. Um, yes, Christopher Rose said hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But I'm just sticking up for JJ right now. And I get it. He hasn't won against a good defense. He hasn't won against a good defense. The best defense left is the Packers. The best defense is the Packers coming up. We go against the Giants, which is number 31 in total defense. They're absolutely horrible. We win against the Commanders. He already beat the brakes off of the Commanders, 31-0. We win against the Cowboys. We beat the brakes off the Cowboys, 34-26. Now we're about to go against the Giants. We're about to beat the brakes off of them, and then we're going to go against the Lions, I believe, and then we're going to beat the brakes off of them, and then we're going against the Green Bay Packers, and we're going to beat the brakes off of them. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Jefferson has got to get his grant figured out. Drop 2 balls. Yeah, Jefferson. Some of these throws, I think they're not like perfect throws. It's not going to always be perfect. But you're a top wide receiver in the game, and I agree. He needs to be able to make those catches. Cowboys. I told you my Pats would be good this year, bro. Oh, yeah, the Patriots look good, man. Hey, listen. I don't know what happened to the Patriots in the second half, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Josh Allen is on another level right now. And I'm not saying that if they go against each other that the Bills will beat the Patriots because that's 2 good teams. But, man, I know at halftime it was like, the Patriots are up by like 2 touchdowns, I believe. Am I wrong about that, y'all? They was up by double digits, right? At halftime. Next thing I know, the Bills is winning. I'm like, what in the heck happened just now? So I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm about to look up the stats after I'm done talking about JJ McCarthy. So yeah, we could be wrong about JJ, man. We will see what happens. I could be wrong about JJ. I said he could probably be a good quarterback. I think that he has the potential. Maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But for right now, I think he's playing like he should play against one of the worst defenses. He's putting up the numbers and he's doing a great job. And that's all that matters to me. Because it would suck if he didn't do good against a bad defense. Now, if he made a bad defense look like the Purple People Eaters back in the day, or the Iron Curtain back in the day, or the defense of the Ravens back in the day when they had Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and the guys and Suggs and or if they made them look like the Steelers back then when they had James Harrison and Troy Polamalu and all them. Hey, listen, if he made those defenses look like that, then we have an issue. But since he did his thing and played well, I'm excited. But yeah, Jordan Addison had 2 catches for 66 yards. That one catch, that 58-yard catch, bro, y'all got to keep it real. That was a nice pass by JJ McCarthy to Jordan Addison. That 58-yard pass was nice. And then I love the fact that he was finding TJ Hawkinson a lot. 4 catches for 66 yards. TJ Hawkinson was cooking. He was cooking. But yeah, I agree. Jefferson got to step up though. I told you my pet. Read that. I like stadium. I'm 6'4". I need comfy seats. Oh, hey, listen, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. If you tall, man, it's kind of hard to be in a stadium. So I get you, bro. I'm with you, bro. I'm not 6'4". I'm 6 foot, but I get you. A lot of breaks we beating the brakes off of everybody. Hey, listen. We're going to beat the brakes. Listen, I told people we was going to beat the brakes off the Commanders. They didn't want to listen to me. I told people we was going to beat the brakes off the Cowboys. They didn't want to listen to me. I'm telling y'all before I even do the game preview for the Giants, we're going to beat the brakes off of them. And guess what? Jackson Dart's going to have a bad game against a very good defense of the Minnesota Vikings. I think we're top 10 in total defense for the Vikings. So, hey, listen, Jackson Dart ain't going to have a good game. And JJ McCarthy is going to shine against one of the worst defenses, number 31 ranked according to Fox Sports in total defense. He's going to shine. We're going to beat the brakes off the Giants. And then after that, what's going to happen? When we're done beating the brakes off the Giants, we're going against the Lions. The Lions are going to try to sneak into the playoffs, and we're going to make it. We're going to make it so they don't. We're going to make it so they don't make it to the playoffs. We're going to beat the brakes off of them. We're going to make Jared Goff throw interception after interception after interception. We're going to stop Gibbs. We're going to stop Montgomery. We're going to stop St. Brown. We're going to stop them all. Hey, listen, we're going to beat the brakes off the. We might mess around, sweep the rest of the games, bro. We're going to win the rest of the games this season, bro. I can see it happening. We might lose to the Packers just because we want to make sure we have a good spot in the draft. But we can mess around, win the rest of these games, bro. Real talk. I would say about JJ, he has a dangerous throwing motion. He's leaning forward and will tear his arm up. Yes, he has to work on it. Winter Soldier happened. Yeah, Allen was on point, bro. Hey, Josh Allen. Hey, listen, bro. He's my favorite quarterback in the game. And no, I'm not a Bills fan, but Josh Allen is my favorite quarterback in the game. And I said it prior to the season starting. I've been saying that Josh Allen's one of them guys, but he happened to be my favorite quarterback in the game. Josh Allen, people were talking about, early in the live, if you throw like 300 yards or 200 yards, that's a 300 yards or 400 yards, that's a spectacular game. Can you believe that the Bills won 35-31 against the Patriots? They came back in the second half. They were down. It was 20. No, what is it? They were down 24-7 at halftime, y'all. 24-7 at halftime, and they came back. Can you believe Josh Allen didn't even throw for 200 passing yards? Book that, y'all. I'm not making this up. Can you believe that Josh Allen did not throw for 200 passing yards and won the game without throwing 200 passing yards? He did throw for 3 passing touchdowns, right? But he did not throw for 200 passing yards. So that's why I try to tell people the statistics don't tell you everything. Throwing for 300 yards or 400 yards in a game doesn't tell you the full story if a team won or not. Yeah, you have a good chance, possibly, but Josh Allen threw for 193 passing yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He was amazing with his legs. He's a true dual threat. He had 11 carries for 48 yards, 4.4 per carry. James Cook did his thing as well. He carried the ball 22 times by himself for 107 yards, 4.9 a carry. Let's round that up to 5 yards. Let's round it up to 5 yards. And he had 2 rushing touchdowns. So James Cook was cooking, bro. James Cook was really cooking. Yeah. He got that from Dalvin Cook, I think. I think he got that from Dalvin Cook. Yeah, if he plays like the way he's been playing, he will put up 3,500 yards and 35 tutties. Yeah, I think he can do it. He made the Bears look like 85 defense, though. Hey, listen, bro, I got you. But the Bears, the thing about it, though, we can't even deny it. I'm very bad. You don't want to with me. Hey, listen, bro. I understand, bro. But at the same time, the Bears, you got to keep it real. The Bears don't got the best defense, but they not ranked in the last. Hold on, where the Bears at? Oh, yeah, they bad. Yo, they bad. They ranked number. Hold up. Wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Hey, listen. They ranked number 27th, y'all. 27th in total defense. So, yeah, you're right. But this is prior. Mike, I got to call you out, Mike. It's all love. This is prior to Kevin O'Connell. Mike, your favorite head coach of all time. Kevin O'Connell's your favorite head coach of all time, Mike. And this is prior to Kevin O'Connell saying that he's going to simplify the offense for his quarterbacks. So you gotta put that out there, right? In the atmosphere. That right there was prior to him finally realizing that the offense might be a little too much. And I have to, turn it down a notch. I had to simplify it just a little bit so my young quarterback can grasp it and run the offense so we can win some games. You feel me? Now, if he simplified it prior to that Bears game, I believe we would have won that second game because we almost won it at the end of the game. I think you remember that game. We came back. We was up by like a point or two, and then the Bears got a kickoff return. They got in good field position, and they kicked a last second field goal and won the game. But my whole thing is this: forget all that. I'm telling you, like before that kickoff return, before them hitting the game-winning field goal. If Kevin O'Connell would have simplified the offense against the Bears, we would have swept the Bears this season, y'all. I know that sounds crazy because y'all are like, oh, the Bears are the best in the NFC North. I understand all that, y'all. I understand. The Vikings had the best chance of sweeping the Bears this season. The Bears had the most trouble out of all the teams in the NFL. They had probably the most trouble with the Vikings. I'm not making this up. Our defense made Caleb Williams, struggle. Our defense made him struggle. And even though their defense wasn't the best, the Bears' defense makes some plays when it needed to be made. But the only reason why is because we didn't simplify the offense. He made a yeah, man. You my brother, but stop being a delusional Viking fan. And one more thing. I can't hold on. I can't keep telling Robert. Hey, listen, man. You low-key Pats fan. And you don't sign that application I sent to Hey, listen, I'm gonna have to respectfully decline that application. I will always rock with the purple. Matter of fact, get your chicken wings ready, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, where my popcorn at? Get your chicken wings, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But let me say this, my brother Mark. Listen, bro, I can't join the Patriots. What I will say is this. Since my Vikings are not in the playoffs, I will be doing playoff games for both conferences. So what I will do is I will cover the Patriots because I think the Patriots will be in the playoffs, right? And I will cover the NFC team. Y'all gonna have to let me know in the comments what team should I do a play-by-play for in the playoffs in the NFC, y'all. So I'm gonna do AFC team. I'm gonna do a NFC team since my Vikings ain't in the dang on playoffs. So I gotta pick a team. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Patriots. And I might cover another team in the AFC, and I'm gonna cover two teams in the NFC as well. I might do, all right, so I do the Patriots because I'm a Drake May guy. I like Drake May a lot. And I'm also going to I might do the Broncos. I might do the Broncos and the Patriots in the AFC. And then I'm going to do in the NFC, I don't know, man. I'm the Rams and hold on. Did the Bucks clinch the division? Oh, let me see something real quick, man. Let me look up the dang on because I don't know what the Bucks record is. Didn't the Bucks lose again? Am I tripping, y'all? Did the Bucks lose again? Not the Bucks. It was the Bucks. Yeah, the Buccaneers. Didn't they lose again? Yo, I don't even know who won that division. Is that the what division is it? The West? Hold on. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to figure out who won that division. The Bucks? Nah, the Bucks and the Panthers are tied at 7-7, bro. So we technically don't even know who's going to win that division. But I don't even count them. I'm not covering the Buccaneers. I'm not covering the Panthers. I'm going to cover probably the Eagles and the Rams. No. I'll probably cover the Rams and the Seahawks. But I like the Niners too, though, man. I don't know, man. It's hard. I'm definitely going to cover the Rams. But I don't know about the second team I'm going to cover for the playoffs for the NFC. Stats matter to a degree. You have to take game flow into account. Yeah, game flow into account. I know but stats don't tell you everything. Stats do matter, but they don't matter. They're not the end all be all. You know what I mean? Like people will assume that since the Bills were down big at halftime, and they came back, you're going to assume Josh Allen threw for like 300 yards. You're going to assume he threw for at least 200 yards, and that's not the case. And even though James Cook rushed for 2 touchdowns, he did rush the ball well, 4.9 a carry. You assume if it's not him, if Josh Allen's not throwing for 200 passing yards, you're assuming James Cook is going to probably rush for 200 rushing yards or something, and that's just not the case. He rushed for barely over 100 yards, bro. Barely over 100 yards, and Josh Allen didn't even hit 200 passing yards, and they won the game and came back. They came back in the second half. That's why, like, you got to really watch these games, man. Like, like statistics and stats don't tell you the full story, but it tells you some of the story. I will admit to that. Dak is a master of pointless stats. He got paid off of it twice. Hey, listen, bro. I like Dak, man, but he lost to my guy. He lost to the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? They lost to the Vikings. And Skip Bayless was talking crazy. Did y'all hear what Skip Bayless was saying? Did you hear what Skip Bayless was saying? He said, we lost to JJ McCarthy. And he was like, what did he say? He got a nerve to do the dance in the end zone. He's a funny guy. He's always been fun. I'm like, what are you talking about, Skip Bayless? Stop being a hater, Skip Bayless. Hey, Skip Bayless. Don't make me go get Stephen A. Smith. Don't make me go get Stephen A. Smith and he'll hit you with this. What can go wrong will go wrong. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. Howdy. Hey, Skip Bayless was hating on JJ McCarthy. Hey, listen, don't be hating on my quarterback, Skip Bayless. Don't be hating on my quarterback, Skip Bayless. Got the game messed up. Yo, RC. What's good, my guy? I was wrong about the Vikings, man. Yeah, man. I was wrong. I mean, I was too, bro. Let me hear you. Top 10 quarterbacks, bro. Top 10 quarterbacks right now. Whoo. All right. If we going by like historic and all that, like we talking about previous seasons, or like we talking about like just this season? Are we talking about just this season? Or are we talking about like history for like the last few years? Because Patrick Mahomes is number one. I don't care that I know he tore his ACL, get well soon. Patrick Mahomes, he number one. Number two is Josh Allen. And it's a debate for me because you know how I feel about Josh Allen. Honestly, I want to put Josh Allen one, but I can't put him above Patrick Mahomes. And the only reason why I can't is because Patrick Mahomes is a real dude. He's a real one in the playoffs. That man is amazing in the playoffs. When he gets to the playoffs, he's really good, right? So I can't put him above Patrick Mahomes. But number one is Pat. Number two is Josh. Now, this is when it starts to get hard after that. The first two, I want to put Joe Burrow there. Can I put Joe Burrow number three? If I put Joe Burrow number three, would I be tripping? Would I be tripping if I put Joe Burrow? Matter of fact, let me read some of these comments real quick before I go to the rest. I see a lot of comments. RC, thank you, Vikings, for a win last night. This allows the Eagles to clinch the NFC East division this Saturday and win another Lombardi Super Bowl chance. Hey, listen, you might. I don't know. He said, yes, RC, I can't help it. Kevin O'Connell took 14 weeks instead of 5, though, since Kevin O'Connell can't take the blame. McCarthy has to. Yeah, Mike, I've been doing it. I've been saying the same thing, bro. And some people actually thought I was a McCarthy hater. They're like, yo, you're just a JJ McCarthy hater. I'm like, bro, I'm one of the biggest supporters of JJ McCarthy. Just because I said I like Drake May better than him going prior to the 2024 NFL draft, once we drafted JJ McCarthy, I was one of his biggest supporters. I've been rocking with JJ McCarthy for a minute since we drafted him. Even after week 1, I was disappointed in week 1. Not week 1, was it week 2? I mean, after week 2, we lost to the Falcons. I was disappointed, but I said, oh, we won and when we good. Even when he was going through all that stuff, even with the high ankle sprain, I was disappointed that he wasn't playing, but he got to heal up. And then when he was struggling, I said, yo, it's not him. It's the coach. It's the play coach. I was one of the biggest. I've been the biggest supporter of JJ McCarthy all season long, bro. And even when I say one thing, that he needs to work on. He needs to stop turning the ball over. Oh, my gosh, you don't like JJ. Oh, Josh Allen led the league in interception. I'm like, yo, stop comparing him to Josh Allen. Then they start saying Peyton Manning. Stop comparing JJ McCarthy to Peyton Manning. First of all, listen, and I say this again, for every Peyton Manning, there's about 1,000 quarterbacks that ain't good, right? That probably led the NFL for when it comes to interceptions in the game. But and Peyton Manning is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Honestly, I don't know what held him back. Probably Tom Brady. I think Peyton Manning could have probably had like 5 Super Bowls, bro. Peyton Manning could have had like 5 Super Bowls. Easy. I don't know. It was Tom Brady. Who else was stopping the Colts? Because the Colts was like really, really good, bro. Defense and offense. Like, I was surprised. Like, I know it was the Patriots, but who else was dominant? Was it the Ravens? Was it the Ravens that were beating them? Who was it? And I'm gonna get to that question, bro. I didn't forget about that question, bro, about the top 10 quarterbacks. Man, I thought 9 would sell again. Yeah, now I'm glad he didn't though, RC. You live in Minnesota? No, I don't live in Minnesota. I live in Pennsylvania. I'm Philly everything besides football. Because of the great Randy Moss, I'm a Viking fan. I've always been a Viking fan. I went to my first Viking game week 2 against the Falcons and met Dante Culpepper and got his autograph and got a picture with him. And I'm going to hang it up on my wall. This is the Adrian Peterson autograph signed jersey. And I'm going to have the Culpepper on top right here somewhere. I'm going to have the autograph. I got like a flag. Like I brought one of these flags with me and I got him to sign the autograph like right here. So he signed his autograph like in the middle of like the Viking emblem, which is really cool. I was like, yo, I was like, oh, I don't got nothing for him to sign. I was about to have him sign my shirt. But the problem is my jersey was Justin Jefferson's jersey. So I'm like, I don't want him to sign this. He probably won't even sign it. So I said, oh, I got this. I got my flag. So I gave him my flag and he signed my flag. That was a very good experience, by the way. One of my favorite days of my life is to go to Minnesota and go to a Viking game and meet one of the greatest Viking players of all time in Dante Culpepper. Yeah. Yes, it was unbelievable. Yeah. Anyone else in Minnesota? I'm actually from Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota, great city. Minneapolis is a beautiful city. Nah, I said Kevin O'Connell stole 3 to 4 games from the guys taking along the adjust. Yeah. And you said it, bro. But McCarthy was on a roll. Facts, bro. Yes, I agree. Yo, what's going on, Natalie? Drop it like, yeah, hit that like button if y'all haven't already. Yes. Rams, they're fun to watch. Who good is that guy? Yeah, I agree. Don't watch NFC South. He said, don't watch the NFC South. Do division. Dude, with the Panthers in the lead. Hey, no. Actually, the Buccaneers, I guess they got the tiebreaker. They got them number 1. They got them number 1 some reason. I don't know why. Rams in Seattle should be good for I was thinking about Rams in Seattle, but for some reason I want to cover the Niners. I don't know why I want to cover the Niners, man. Because I feel like the Niners are going to get into the playoffs, right? Because three teams could get into the playoffs. I'm thinking, right? Because the 49ers are 10-4. All right, so the leaders of the division so far, the Eagles are winning the NFC East. They're 9-5, right? They're going to win the East. The North is still up in the air. The Bears are 10-4. The Packers are 9-4, and the Lions are 8-6. Lions ain't making the playoffs probably. Buccaneers are in the worst division in the NFC, and both teams are tied. The Panthers and Buccaneers are 7-7. They're 7-7 apiece. 7 wins, 7 losses. So we don't know who's going to win that division. The NFC West, Rams are 11-3. The Seahawks are 11-3. And the 49ers are 10-4. And we're not going to even talk about the Cards. We're not going to talk about them. We're not talking about them. They're terrible. And I say that respectfully and with love. So don't get in your feelings. If you are a Cardinals fan, don't get in your feelings. But they are horrible. And they're going to have to trade Kyler Murray in the offseason. But anyway, I kind of want to cover the Niners. Bro. You want to know why? Because I feel like the Niners is the most slept on good team in the NFC. I feel like nobody talks about the Niners like they talk about the Rams. Nobody talks about the Niners like they talk about the Seahawks. Nobody talks about the Niners like they talk about the Bears or the Packers or the Eagles. Like everybody sleeps on the Niners, and the Niners have a very good team. Let me look at their defense. All right, so their defense is not the best because they lost the best linebacker in the game in Fred Warner earlier in the season. The Niners are ranked number 20 in total defense, but they do have some good aspects about their defense. Their defense is playing good, in my opinion. I don't even care. Like, they're playing good. Passing defense, the Niners are, they ranked number 25. Oh, gosh. They're ranked number 12 in rushing defense. Where else are they good? Oh, this is their best. Scoring defense, the Niners don't give up too many points. So the Niners, they bend, but they don't break. The Niners are ranked number 8 in scoring defense. So they're only giving up 20.7 points a game, points allowed. They're ranked number 8. That's why they're not a bottom defense right now. Yeah. Grasshopper in the building. Where Grasshopper at? What's going on, Grass? Rams, they're fun to watch. Yeah. Rams in Seattle. JJ McCarthy is Trevor Lawrence 2 years ago. Get him weapons. Let him grow. Special things will happen. Hey, listen. I think JJ McCarthy got the weapons, though, bro. What I feel like he doesn't have is a good play caller. Consistent good play caller. That is the biggest thing, because anytime you have a Justin Jefferson, even though he's been not the best this season because they're not getting him the ball and he's dropping passes as well. You have Justin Jefferson, you have Jordan Addison, you have TJ Hockenson, you have Jordan Mason, you have Aaron Jones, you have Speedy Naylor. At one point you had Adam Thielen, but you didn't utilize him. That's play calling, bro. That's play calling. I'm in Minnesota all day. JJ balled out. Yeah, he did. Trav, yes, he did. Allen did have a huge touchdown run, though, in almost 50 yards rushing. Yeah, Allen had a good game, but when you think about it, when you think of a team that's down by like so many points at halftime, you're thinking he's throwing in. Oh, God, my ear itching. You're thinking he's throwing for all these yards, but yeah, he almost had 50 yards rushing. But I'm just saying, bro, like that man he made enough plays to win. He didn't turn the ball over one time. That's another thing that helps. That's why quarterbacks, like, it's so important to not turn the ball over, because if Josh Allen was to turn the ball over at least one time, the Bills would have lost that game, because it was a game where they was getting the break speed off of them. In the first half, we know they was getting destroyed by the Patriots. But guess what? They made enough plays. They didn't turn the ball over. They didn't hurt themselves, and they got the dub. It's not how you start a game, it's how you finish a game. The game ain't over until them seconds are off that clock. And that's what I be trying to tell people, man. That's how many Super Bowls did Tom Brady win in the last couple of seconds? I'm just saying. How many Super Bowls did Tom Brady win in the last couple of seconds? I'm just saying. Shout out to Chris Brill. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. There's a lot of stuff going on around the whole entire world that is not the best. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to bring people together, like-minded people with good vibes, and feel comfortable talking that talk on this YouTube channel, on the live streams. I'm Dak's number one hater. I was on Team Dak until he refused to not be the highest paid quarterback. He isn't that guy. Oh, snap. Josh Allen outperforms Mahomes. Allen's defense doesn't pull through, though. Yes, I feel like he does, man. I want to put him above Pat. I just can't, just only because, and I know it's a team sport. I understand it, because the Chiefs had some very good defenses when Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowls as well. But my goodness, I can't put him above, because the man got 3 Super Bowls, bro. I just can't do it. I want to so bad. Now, if Josh Allen gets 1 Super Bowl, I think I can do it. But Josh Allen, I honestly think it's hard, man. I just know Patrick Mahomes is so clutch in the playoffs, man. Like, he doesn't really make a lot of mistakes in the playoffs. He really plays well when the lights are the brightest. So I got to give that man credit. But I get it, though, man. Josh Allen is like, it's hard, man. It's very hard. Very hard. Lamar Jackson over Joe Burrow. Oh, so you got okay. Coach held Manning back. Teams that expect quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl solo hold their quarterback back. Yeah. Manning. They had a couple of. I don't know. Their defense wasn't the best, but they had a couple of passes. Was it Freeney or something? What's the one edge rusher? Freeney or somebody that was getting sacks left and right that everybody was talking about. But you're right. You can't put it all on a quarterback, but my goodness, Peyton Manning, he was special, man. Like, he was a different type of dude. He was like a genius on the football field. He was a coach on the football field. He knew everything, it seemed like. It just seemed like every time there was a blitz, he's going to beat the blitz. He sees it coming before it comes. Like, he was a very, very, very good quarterback. I know he got two, though, right? He got 2 Super Bowls. Why top 10? That's so many. Yeah, top 5 is more. Yeah, I think top 5. I think top 5. So I got Patrick number 1. I got Josh number 2. Now everybody else is second to them. I don't know. All right, so we go. I know Lamar Jackson won 2 MVPs, right? I love Joe Burrow too, man. See, this is hard for 3. I'm in between. I like Lamar and I like Joe Burrow. Matter of fact, let me ask y'all, who are you picking? At a Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson, who's the better quarterback? Put it in the comments below. Who the better quarterback? Mary's in the building. Mary's in the building. Let me stop singing. I don't want nobody's eardrums to just not work. Good evening, Mary. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. My Bears going to run all over the 49ers. Yeah, we see. I don't see the Niners going to a deep run, though. They fight with heart, but they have such an uphill. Yes, you're so right, Mike. I got so much respect. Out of all the teams in the NFL, bro, that went through injuries, the 49ers, they lost their starting quarterback. The next man up came up and played. They lost the best linebacker in the game. Just to name a couple, right? They lost their starting quarterback. They lost the best linebacker in the game, and they're still in the conversations of making the playoffs and probably doing damage. Maybe. We'll see. But I get it, man. Injuries are going to catch up to you eventually. But I gotta give them a lot of credit, man. They got a lot of heart. That's one team that I know for a fact they don't use injuries as an excuse. They just keep on fighting, bro. They just keep on battling, and they doing a great job. They have a very good head coach and well-oiled machine. Right. My Bears going to run all over the. I'll be sending you a Funko Santa Bear Christmas salute, Mike Bear. Yeah. What's going on, Jay? Allen is a shout out to Chris Farrell. Yeah, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Allen is a choke artist. All right, so you're talking about the playoffs. But it is a team sport, though. It is a team sport, but I get what you're saying. The one thing I would say is this. I hate doing this because I don't want to make it seem like I'm taking away from Patrick Mahomes. So I don't want no Chiefs fans in the comments, oh, you taking away from Patrick Mahomes. No, I'm not. And I say this respectfully. Who's the coach of the Josh Allen? Who's the head coach, y'all? Who's the head coach real quick? Let me look it up. Whoever puts in the chat first, I can probably just read that. But Bill. All right, so Sean McDermott. Okay. Sean McDermott. Okay. What I would say is this. I feel like there's levels to the game. Sean ain't nowhere close to Andy Reid. And I say that respectfully. I'm not trying to come at Sean. I'm not trying to say he's not a good coach. But Andy Reid is one of the greatest offensive-minded head coaches in NFL history. And I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes wouldn't be as great as he is, possibly one day. But I will say this. If Andy Reid was the head coach of the Bills, This could be the opposite. It can be Patrick Mahomes trying to fight to go get his first Super Bowl and Josh Allen with 3 Super Bowls. That's how good Andy Reid is. I'm not trying to take nothing away from Pat because Pat is a very, very good quarterback. He's an all-time great. I understand it. But man, coaching matters, bro. People keep forgetting how good Andy Reid was with the Eagles. The Eagles were always in the playoffs. The Eagles didn't win a Super Bowl, but they've been to multiple NFC championship games. They've been to I know they've been to at least one Super Bowl against the Patriots, I think in 2004 or something like that. Listen, Andy Reid is one of the greatest offensive-minded head coaches, man. And Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks, so it just works out. But you can't listen. If Josh Allen was coached by Andy Reid, I'm not going to say that Josh Allen would be better than Patrick Mahomes, but it'll be very close. It'll be very close. Maybe better, maybe not better, but it'll be close. It'll be very close. That's how good Josh Allen is. And I'm like I said, I'm not trying to make it seem like Patrick Mahomes ain't that guy because he is. But man, when I say coaching matters, I'm a Viking fan. Kevin O'Connell didn't wait to change the play calling until week 14. And now all of a sudden, my quarterback, JJ McCarthy, is playing the best football of his career because Kevin O'Connell finally simplified the offense. I mean, will the Bears crush the NFC this week? With the end, Joey B has made it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, Joey did make the Super Bowl. You're right. Lamar Joey is hurt every year. Yeah, Lamar. Oh, I'll take Allen. You'll take Allen. Burrow. So we go Allen, Burrow, Mahomes. Oh no, I can't do that, bro. I can't go Burrow over Mahomes. I like you can probably get me with the Allen because you know how I feel about Allen, but I can't go no Burrow over Mahomes. Like I can't do that. I just can't do it. I understand. I think he beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, right? But I just can't go Joe Burrow over Patrick Mahomes. Like we could have a little bit of a discussion with Josh Allen because Josh Allen is he's really that guy. I really feel like Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks I have seen, right? And I'm talking about all the quarterbacks I have seen through NFL history. He just got to get a Super Bowl. That's the only thing missing from his resume is a dang on Super Bowl. Once he gets his first Super Bowl, man, all these questions, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all how Josh Allen's that guy, but I don't know about Joe Burrow being over Patrick Mahomes though, bro. I mean, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that matter. I don't know about that. So win the North, but not the NFC. What a great day! What a great day! Let's go to the bowl. If we wanted to air it out, was to know who he has in the game plan for that. That's literally your job as a coach. He isn't doing a good job making them. Yeah, but you know what? And I'm 100% with you. I just feel like people put Kevin O'Connell on this pedestal like he won a Super Bowl as a head coach. I try to tell people I'm not hating on Kevin O'Connell, but what I will say is you took to week 14 to simplify the offense, and JJ McCarthy, you had JJ McCarthy on the island looking way worse than what he really is because he can make every throw. He has that it factor, in my opinion, and it just sucks that it took him to week 14. And it doesn't really seem like Kevin O'Connell is on JJ McCarthy's side. Like I don't know, man. Maybe it's a gut feeling, and I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell, right? Plus put us in a good playoff spot. Yeah, I'm headed to the North Pole. Allen is playoff is a beast. Lerman should be fired. He's not a good coach. He's Kevin O'Connell gets carried by talent. He has good, better, best makes it to the playoffs. Don't forget the Chiefs. Yep, coming for the cheese hat. Burrow talent wise, Mahomes. They're both very good. I don't know. Joey over Pat. Somebody's some. Oh, dang. Burrow is far more talented than Mahomes in the quarterback perspective. He's had the Bengals his whole career. Can't even. Hey, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe Joe Burrow is one of the most talented quarterbacks in the game. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game when he's healthy. Um, I just can't put him above Pat. I get how good Joe Burrow is, but Patrick Mahomes, the way he be doing on that football field sometimes, man, it's just it don't make no sense how good he be making hard plays look easy. And that's just a sign of a great quarterback. And you might have an all-time great coach. You might have a good quarterback, but maybe that quarterback don't got that it factor to win those big games. I know for a fact that Patrick Mahomes has the it factor to win big games. He did it 3 times. And yes, he has an all-time great coach. And yes, he had some great all-time. He has Hall of Fame defensive players on his team. But what team has won a Super Bowl without great players on their team? But like I said, you can have a great coach, you can have a good quarterback, but can you make the plays that count? And I'm not saying that Josh Allen can't do it. I'm not saying Joe Burrow can't do it, but I just know for a fact that Patrick Mahomes did it. And that's what makes Tom Brady so great, because he went to a whole nother team, a whole nother coach, won it. That's what makes the Peyton Manning so great, because he went to a whole nother team later in his career and did it and won it. So that's why I put Peyton and Tom on a not above Patrick. Well, Tom Brady's above Patrick Mahomes for me, but I don't put. I don't know, man. It's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard to debate when it comes to these all-time great quarterbacks, man. Because I know, like, Patrick Mahomes is so talented, bro. Like, he really is. He makes throws that you would not think that you shouldn't make. Like, he'll make a off balance, cross his body across the field, the opposite side of the field, and he'll make it look easy. And he'll do an underarm pass, and he'll complete the pass and make it look easy. He'll just do some. I don't understand what the bull be doing. Like, Patrick Mahomes he be doing too much sometimes, but he don't really turn the ball over that much. I don't know what's his statistics this year? I want to see. Talking about his stats. Because and let me say this, Patrick Mahomes, get well, man. Get well, brother. That sucks. He tore his ACL, MCL. I don't know what he did, but I know that this man has the it factor when it counts. That's why I just can't put Joe Burrow. Like, we can talk about, he had 22 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Not the best season when it comes to Patrick Mahomes statistically, right? But at the end of the day, he threw for 3,587 yards. He don't even have a number 1 wide receiver, bro. Every wide receiver on his team can't catch. None of his wide receivers can catch. I was watching the game against the Cowboys. It hit him right in the hands, bro. Right in the hands. Wasn't a hard pass. It wasn't like a hard throw. Pinpoint accuracy. Hit his hands, dropped it. I've seen so many times that his wide receivers would drop passes, and Kelsey ain't the same anymore. So he's doing all this without even any good wide receivers, bro. Anyone that can't catch. No one can catch on his team. Maybe Kelsey sometimes, but nobody can really catch on the team. But shout out to everybody in the building. How y'all feeling about the JJ McCarthy, though? How y'all feel about JJ McCarthy so far in these last 2 games? I mean, how do you feel about JJ McCarthy in these last 2 games? Give me your honest opinion. Is he coming along? I know he went against 2 bad defenses, but do you think he's moving in the right direction? Now, Josh Allen's stats is not even really better than Patrick Mahomes. 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. So he threw 1 less interception, about 3 more touchdowns. I think 3 more touchdowns. He threw less passing yards than Patrick Mahomes this season. Let me look at something real quick. The Bills. Excuse me. Let me see something. Before I ask the question, let me look it up to see if y'all know who it is. All right, who's the leading receiver for the Bills right now? Who's the leading receiver for the Bills right now? And this is another question mark for the Bills. Who's their number 1 wide receiver? Who's the Bills' number 1 wide receiver? Because I don't think they have one. The Bills don't have a number one wide receiver. I don't even know his name. Who's the number one? Don't look it up, y'all. Who's the number one wide receiver for the Bills? Joe has shown he has the fact that he had online stands in there and delivers times. He made it to the Super Bowl despite his O-line and defense. Yep. Thoughts on JJ McCarthy yesterday? Numbers didn't look crazy, but what did you think of his game? Are you rooting to tank for the best pick? No, I'm not rooting to tank for the best pick. I want to just see this man shine for the rest of the season. I'm not saying that we have to win every game, and even if he does play good, we're probably not going to win every game. But I will say this as a Viking fan. All I want to see is progression and momentum going into 2026, and I'm cheering for JJ McCarthy to be the best quarterback he can be for the Minnesota Vikings. I think JJ McCarthy has something special with him, but just because I say that he has to prove it though, right? I can say all this, and I could be wrong. I feel like he can make every throw. I think he has the arm talent. Sometimes he needs to lay off some of the steam off of some of his passes sometimes, but it is what it is. Sometimes he's not the most accurate, but for the most part, for these last couple of games, he's been pretty darn good / decent / good against the Commanders and Cowboys. And I feel like the play calling matches his talent. And I feel like as the more games that he plays, he's going to get a lot better. That's my honest opinion. He's getting better every game. I love his swag. I love that he did the gritty running into the end zone. And I'm cheering for JJ McCarthy to JJ Justin Jefferson. I can't wait to say JJ to JJ all day. I can't wait to say that. I can't wait to see JJ McCarthy throw a touchdown pass to Justin Jefferson, and they're both doing the gritty in the end zone. I can't wait to see that. Can't wait. Can't wait, bro. If you can do it without an offensive line, I'll give you credit. You are somebody. Yeah. You know, a great quarterback can make a bad offensive line look okay. They can do it. It's hard, but they can do it. Darnold balling out was the best thing, though. If McCarthy could sit and learn. Yes. Allen does a lot more on his feet. His team blew people out, and he took days off for a few games too. Stats can't tell all. That is true. And Mike, how you going to use the same thing I be saying, bro? You know how I am about stats. Stats don't tell you the full story, bro. Stats don't never tell you the full story. And I'm 100% with that. Yeah, he ain't no number one wide receiver, bro. He ain't no number one wide receiver. That's my point. Now, let me say this. And I'm not saying I want to trade Justin Jefferson, so I want to just say this right now. I don't want to trade Justin Jefferson. Hypothetically speaking, Viking fans, say the Bills give us 2 first-round picks for Justin Jefferson. I'm going to tell you this right now. Josh Allen and Justin Jefferson, you talk about a quarterback and a wide receiver doing great, like doing all that's going to put up all-time great numbers. Look out. That's all I'm going to say. They better not get a caliber wide receiver like a Justin Jefferson. Just like I said about Patrick Mahomes. They better not, listen, Patrick Mahomes better not get a Justin Jefferson. I'm telling y'all right now. Listen, it's levels to the game. That's all I'm going to say. It's levels to the game. Just finished 9-8 and feel like a Steeler. Commanders, Cowboys don't count. Beat the Packers and the Bears. Mike, I got to split. Raw is coming. Oh, Raw. If you smell with the Rock is cooking. Dun, 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 dun. The chicken says. Yo, what's good with you, bro? Mason Clara, what's good, bro? Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson equals Tom Brady, Randy Moss. Facts. Mahomes had his Jefferson though, but his Jefferson wanted to be paid more. Yeah, that's true. And I agree. Your career, somebody put it in the comments. NFL stands for not for long. You don't have a long career in the NFL. Even the all-time greats, I mean, sometimes if you get lucky and not get hurt, a good career, like a good solid career, like a long career is like 10 seasons. If you can last 10 seasons being a running back, you just had a great all-time great career. If you can last 10 seasons being any position, to be honest with you, is a great career. But so it's like anything can happen. You tear your ACL, you might not be the same. Even though technology is so much better than it was back in the day, you still might not be the same. So you gotta, when you got the chance to make your money, I don't even be feeling like players, or I don't look at players as, oh, he's tripping, he wants more money. Hey, bro, get your money. If you feel like you worth that money, go get your paper. I ain't telling no player to not get their money. Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson, yeah, bro. 2,000 followers. Just get it, man. Shout out to you, bro. Mason Clara, what's good? She'd would have been paid well in KC though, and he'd have more rings than going to Miami. Yeah, I wonder why he just, I don't know what happened with that. Let's go. Oh, you're talking about that? Oh, thank you, Mason. Yeah, I did it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that comment, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you for all your support, everybody. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We just vibing right now. We're just having a good time and just vibing and talking about football. What's the game tonight? What's the game tonight, y'all? What's the game tonight? The game tonight. Oh, hold on. Oh, crap. Let me see. I think it's the Dolphins, right? The Dolphins and somebody. Hold on. Dolphins and Steelers. Who winning that game, y'all? Who's winning that game? Dolphins or Steelers? Game tonight is due to. That's how you feel, bro? Then they have to respect the run so much he gets one-on-one with everyone. Facts, bro. Facts. We're all losing that game. We're all losing that game. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm looking up some stuff right now about the mighty Minnesota Vikings and what's going on. But I'll tell you one thing, man. It's been an interesting season. It's been an interesting season. A lot of ups and downs with this season. A lot of ups and downs. Jonathan Gernard, by the way, is out for the season. I think a season-ending shoulder surgery. So that sucks. If you're a Viking fan, that sucks. So he'll be missing the rest of the season. And they're saying that Christian Darrisaw is hopeful to return this season. So we'll see what happens with that. Chicken. Yeah, chicken. Got my chicken, man. Get your chicken ready. Your buffalo wings ready. Your garlic parmesan wings ready. Your lemon pepper wings ready. Get it all ready. That's where Ethan is saying everything else earlier. Yeah, man. Because y'all know football, man. Like, listen, man. Football ain't rocket science, man. People be trying to overthink it. They be trying to overthink a lot of things, man. They be trying to overthink a lot of things. But I'm about to get off, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you so much for all y'all support. Share. If you know anybody that is a football fan, a Viking fan, or just likes good vibes, share. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much for all y'all support. And I'll be live again probably tomorrow. I might do I'm not sure what the video is going to be about, but I have some ideas in my head that I'm thinking about doing tomorrow, possibly. But shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate all y'all support, and make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button on y'all way out. If you haven't already. And we are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Thank you so much for all y'all support, man. I really appreciate it. He said lemon pepper maha. How would that taste like? What that taste like? Is that spicy? I'm gonna have to look that up. Hey, listen, you know what I got taste for? This is so random. I got a taste for some either Indian food, And I don't even know what I had. My wife got me some this soup, and it was like extra spicy. I don't know what it was called, bro. But I had like a I don't want to say sinus infection, but my throat was hurting and like I had like a stuffy nose, but it was like a spicy soup. And when I drank it, it burnt my throat, but it healed me, bro. It healed me. It like opened up my nostrils and it helped me out. So I don't know what kind. I gotta ask my wife what kind of soup that was. I got a taste for that. It was good though. It was really good. I also had taste for some Chinese food, man. I got a taste for some chicken lo mein, chicken fried rice. You know what I'm saying? I got a taste for some chicken fried rice. Skull, Christopher Real, Skull, brother, man. Skull, Christopher Real, my brother from another mother. Thank you so much, Christopher Real, for all y'all for all your support. Appreciate it, bro. Skull, let's get it. He gets one-on-ones with everyone. Facts, bro. But shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all. Any last comments before I get off? I don't want to get off until I know for sure everybody's good. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for all y'all support. And hey, listen, we gonna definitely see what happens for the rest of the season when it comes to the playoffs. But I will be covering the playoffs, even though the Vikings ain't gonna be in the playoffs. I'm gonna be covering the playoffs, play by play and reaction. Like I said, I'm gonna probably pick 2 teams in the AFC and 2 teams in the NFC. At the very least, I'm picking at least one team to cover play by play with my reaction and commentary for both conferences. But I know for a fact I'm going to definitely cover the Patriots in the AFC. I'm thinking about covering another team. I just don't know. I think I might have. I think I'm going to have to cover the Bills, depending on. I don't know, man. I want to cover the Bills because of Josh Allen, and I want to cover the Patriots because of Drake May. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Chicken noodle soup with the soda on the side. Let's go. They need it to lock in. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna have to lock in, bro. Like they're gonna have to lock in. I feel like the Vikings are they're going the right direction. They're going on the right path when it comes to developing JJ McCarthy. Now, like my boy Mike said, it shouldn't take you week 14 to simplify offense. So how will it be in the offseason? Like, are you going to make sure this man is up to speed? Are you going to work on his mechanics? Like, what are we doing in the offseason, bro? Like, and I'm not hyping up the offseason ever again until I see it on the football field. I'm going to hype it up. I don't get it twisted, but I'm not going to hype it up like I did this year because I'm going to hype up the draft. I'm hoping the draft is going to be good. I can't wait to the draft. That draft is going to be, we got a lot of draft picks. Matter of fact, let me look up the draft picks that the Vikings potentially have right now. Let me look real quick before I get off this live stream. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right, so they're saying the Minnesota Vikings are projected to have a robust set of 2026 NFL draft picks, potentially around 8 or more, thanks to recent trades and expected compensatory how you say that dang on word selections for key 2025 free agent losses. Like say, okay, yeah, that's right. Comp picks. I'm just say comp picks. So they're going to get comp picks for the loss of Sam Darnold, and I think Daniel Jones, right? And including their own picks plus extra selections from the Philadelphia Eagles, the Colts, and the Carolina, positioning them well in the draft after the 2024. Okay, so let me see what's going on. All right, so all right, so 2020. I want to see 2026. What are you talking about 2025? I want to see 2026. So we got our own first round pick, second, third, project. Okay, so this is what it is. So original first, original second, original third, plus projected comp pick. Acquired from the Eagles, we got the 5th round pick for the Sam Howell trade. We have a 6th round pick for Mekhi Blackman, which I don't like that one, but I guess whatever. We have 7th round picks Nah, man. Cam Akers, Adam Thielen. I don't really care about those. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't care about 7th round picks because seventh round picks can actually be good for you. But we have a few picks, man. We have a few picks. We'll see what we can do with our picks, but we got a few picks. Now, I'm going just to before I look at the college prospects, I'm going best available safety or corner in the first round. Second round, now this is the tricky round right here. I might go best. Ooh, and I'm not going to go center here. So I'm probably going to go maybe tackle or safety, depending on because I think because my mindset is getting the best corner first, and then going from there. He said, "I'm back. What's going on?" Brian Dawkins in the building. Shout out to Brian Dawkins, one of my favorite players. Even though he's an all-time great Eagle, that man was a straight-up dog. One of my favorite players of all time, Brian Dawkins. Yeah, one of the biggest hitters in NFL history at the safety position. If you don't know who Brian Dawkins is, everybody that's in the chat right now that's watching this live stream, look up Brian Dawkins. That man was different. After that draft, then free agency is a plus. Yeah, we're gonna be good. Break forever. We're gonna be really good next year, I think. I said I wasn't gonna hype the team up, but I'm gonna hype them up. It's only natural. But shout out to Break Forever. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Brian Dawkins. Shout out to Ethan. Shout out to Christopher Real. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to everybody. Kevin. Jay Norton. The list goes on, man. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with me. I'm actually getting off this live stream, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Have a wonderful night. God bless to each and every one of y'all, and be safe and stay warm because it's cold. I don't know where y'all from everywhere, but it's cold where I'm at. So, but have a wonderful night, y'all. Peace. Brian Dawkins all time. Yes, go. Yeah, Brian Dawkins is all time great. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. All right, y'all. Peace out.